Good morning, you guys. It is Monday. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm looking extra glowy, but I swear it's just moisturizer. So it's Monday. It's about 9 o'clock. Me and the baby are headed to Walmart. I just have to get a few things to get us through the next couple days. I don't really know what to say because my life is crazy right now. There's some changes. Not quite ready to talk about it yet. But I don't know. My vlogs might be a little weird, and my what's for dinners are probably going to be a little bit different. So I don't know where the future is going to take us, but I don't know. I don't really know what to say. So anyway, I'm headed to Walmart. I'm gonna get a few things to get us through the next couple days, and then I'm gonna get my coffee because coffee makes me happy. And then I'm gonna come back home. I've got some Christmas projects I want to work on, so I'll share that with you guys. And then I need to do some cleaning. I'm gonna focus on my floors and my bathrooms today, hopefully. As long as I'm still feeling good. My house is pretty clean. I've been keeping it kept up pretty well. It's just like the extra cleaning that I haven't done in a long time, so I need to get that done. And I need to plan out Liam's birthday party, which is a Saturday. So I need to like finalize everything and get a grocery list going because we are gonna be serving lunch. It's at noon, so my husband wanted it to be at noon for some reason, and I'm like, okay. I was gonna do it at 2 so I didn't have to feed everyone, but he said noon, so whatever. What else? I don't know. I'll have to look at my to-do list and we'll just have to see where the day takes us, but I figured I would take you along and see what all we can get done today, and I hope that you guys enjoy this vlog. Okay, I am back home, so I figured I would show you my Dollar Tree and Walmart haul real quick. I wasn't gonna go to the Dollar Tree, but I needed to get some things that Walmart didn't have because I'm going to be wrapping presents today. So I'll show you really quickly. The baby's getting mad, but so I got some gift wrap for some presents, plastic wrap for a present, which I'll actually show you that in my wrap with me. You'll probably see that before you see this vlog, so you should have already seen that. And then I got some of this. I was going to get ribbon, but I thought this would be easier because I don't have to cut it, and I'm going to tie my bags with this to tie them shut, so I figured that would be easier. And then we always give grandparents school pictures for Christmas, so they already have frames for Liam, so I needed to get some for Brystal, so I got 5 of those. And then to wrap the frames and the pictures in, I got some of this little cushion wrap. I'll just cut it off and then we'll do it that way. Normally I do just like the envelopes that has bubble in them, but they were $1.25 a piece, and I'm not about that life, so I just got this and I'll just do it myself. From Walmart, I just need to get a few things to get us through until probably Wednesday or Thursday when I get paid, so that I can do a big grocery haul. So I wanted to make some fudge. It's sugar cookie fudge, but I have different mix in the pantry. I'm probably going to do that in this vlog, so stay tuned for that. But I'm going to make some fudge, so it called for white chocolate chips and sweetened condensed milk. It said not to get like off-brand chocolate chips, but I was not about to pay like triple the price of name brand, so I got great value. I got some toothpaste, some mouthwash. I've never tried this, but I wanted to, so I got that. And then this is my absolute favorite body wash. I keep going back to this, and I love it so much. It smells just like the Boo Boom creams from Sol de Janeiro. So if you like that scent, I would highly recommend getting this. And then I got some pasta. We're gonna be having mac and cheese and Alfredo for the next couple of days for me and the kids. So I got a box of pasta. I wanted to get great value, but they were completely out, so I had to get the Rylea, which I kind of like this pasta better because it has the ridges in it and it captures the sauce better. So anyway, I got that, and then I got some bread to get us through for sandwiches and the kids' lunches. Baby needed some more diapers. I love Parents' Choice diapers. I will forever be using Parents' Choice. And then I needed to get the kids some more fruit snacks for their lunches too. So yeah, that is my quick little haul. I gotta go grab that baby. so it's almost 1 o'clock. It's like 12:40. But I just put some stuff in the fridge, drinks in the fridge. I made my lunch. I'm just having some ramen with a sandwich. I like dipping my sandwich in my ramen. I made the kids peanut butter and jelly for the rest of the week, so I don't got to worry about that, which is a huge weight lifted off my shoulder because I stress about their lunches so much, and I don't know why. But anyway, I had to take some of the peanut butter, well, all the peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar and then melt it because it's Aldi peanut butter. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. I will be getting the Jiffy Squeeze from now on, but I had to take it out of the jar because I had to melt it down to be able to spread it. That peanut butter is awful. Like, do not buy Aldi peanut butter. So anyway, I just put the leftovers in this little jar. I'll put a lid on it and put it back in the pantry. And then next week when I need to make their sandwiches, I will just melt this down and we'll get that used up. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go eat lunch. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get started on our fudge. So I've got 1 tablespoon of butter here. You wanna put your heat on about medium low. And I'm gonna grab my silicone spoon. And okay, so it is 3 cups of chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. You can use chocolate, I guess. I don't see why you couldn't. So it's basically like 1.5 bags. So I'm just gonna throw these in. There's 1. And 1/2. I wing it a lot around here if you haven't noticed. And then it's a can of sweetened condensed milk. I feel like you could do this in the microwave because I have done fudge in the microwave a lot. I don't know why it has to be on the stove, but it is what it is. And then the cookie mix, I'm using the Dunkaroos because that's what my mother-in-law got my kids, and I don't feel like making cookies with it. So it's 1 1/4 cup of this stuff. So I'm probably gonna have leftovers, and I might be able to make another batch. So anyway, I'm gonna, whoops, there's 1 1/4. Okay. And then I'm gonna wipe this up so it doesn't burn to my glass stovetop. You guys have glass stovetops? I definitely miss my other stove because everything gets burnt to the bottom of this and it drives me insane. Oh, maybe I should have used a bigger. Okay, so basically you just want to combine this and then let it melt down. Okay, so we are to this consistency right now. It's kind of just melting into one ball. So I am gonna go ahead and remove it from the heat. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I'm gonna remove it from the heat. And you wanna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I don't know why this is actually necessary because it already has enough vanilla flavor in it, but we're gonna follow the recipe for the first time. Then if I need to modify, then I will. So I'm just going to stir this the best that I can. This is very, very thick, like a traditional fudge. So you wanna make sure that you have something that is pretty strong. I used 2 spatulas, but they were just not working. Okay, and then I'm gonna transfer it to my dish over here. I have a parchment lined, I think this is actually 8x8. It calls for 9x9, but I don't have one. So we're just gonna do 8x8. And this just falls right out of my Pioneer Woman nonstick pan. I love these pans. I got them on Black Friday. I'm just going to, I guess that's all I need to do. Let me grab my spatula, get the rest of this off here. That is good. Okay, and then because it's Christmas, I'm gonna add some sprinkles. I should have put them in my hand first. It's really good. It's very, very rich though. So, I mean, it's fudge, so it's gonna be rich. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a lid on this and put this in the fridge until it hardens. It says a couple hours or so. So we'll come back and I'll cut it up and it'll be good to go. Okay, so I got my fudge in the fridge. Tonight is Liam's Christmas concert, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some makeup while I have the time. It's like a little after 1 and I pick him up from school, well, them actually, him and Brystal, up from school at 3:30. So after this, I'm going to lay the baby down for a nap. She's gonna want a nurse, and then we usually cuddle while she naps. We do contact napping, and I am more than okay with it because she's my last baby, and I get all the cuddles that I want, and I don't feel ashamed about it. So I'm gonna do my makeup, and then we're gonna cuddle and do a nap before I have to go get the other two. So for December, we are busy every weekend. So this weekend, well, what was last weekend? Oh, I had a baby shower, but I didn't end up going to it because I wasn't feeling very good. But I had my work Christmas party. That went really well. The doctor always gives us lottery tickets, and I won $20. I actually ended up giving it to my husband because I don't ever go into the gas station because I always have the kids with me. So he has those. He probably already cashed them in, honestly, because he goes in the gas station way more than I do. So we did that. We had a little party. 2 of the girls were sick, and so it wasn't like all that fun, honestly. But we had reservations, so we had to go to it. We couldn't reschedule. So it was one of those things where it was like, we didn't really feel right about being there, but we kind of had to be there type of thing. So anyway, we did that. My boss got us blankets, Christmas blankets, which were really cute. Pretty sure she got them from Ross, but they go really well with my Christmas decor. They honestly remind me of the blanket. There's Christmas trees on them, and they remind me of the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, which is hilarious, but they go really well with my Christmas decor, so I was happy about that. And so this weekend is Liam's birthday party. So I'm hoping to do a party prep with me video. I'm going to be doing some appetizers. I haven't quite decided what I want to do for sure. I'm trying to narrow it down, try to make it like budget friendly, but also like, because we have to feed people. Because like I said before, my husband wanted it at noon for whatever reason. So I kind of feel like I have to feed people, which is fine. Like, I love being the host. It's just trying to budget that is another story. Yeah, you want to put your 2 cents in? So I really need to sit down at some point, either today or probably tomorrow, honestly, because the day's running out, and finalize what I want to do with that. He loves Fortnite, so I already ordered the Fortnite cupcake topper, so I know that I'm making cupcakes. But anyway, so I'm using the Naked palette. I've had this for, I don't even know how long, at least 5 years, because me and my husband have been married for 5 years. And then he got this for me for that Christmas that we got married. So I've had this forever, but honestly, I'll probably never get rid of it because it's discontinued. And it's just one of them like nostalgic things that I really love. So I'm probably never going to get rid of it. Probably just do. And honestly, if you wear makeup, I feel like you can splurge with eyeshadow because it lasts forever. Like, obviously stuff expires, but I feel like eyeshadow is one of those things that you, even though it says like 12 or 18 months, I feel like you can keep it until it starts to smell. And really, if you're keeping it clean, it shouldn't start to smell. Because I've had this for 5 years and it's fine. Other than my daughter getting into it. So yeah, it's just the original Naked palette and I freaking love it. I will never get rid of it. My makeup routine is super quick. I don't do anything crazy. I think that I showed you my routine when we got ready for makeup or for family pictures. So yeah, I believe it. I believe it. She's so tired. My favorite mascara is the Bambi Eyes from L'Oreal. You can't beat it. It's so good. I also really like using brown black mascara because I have green eyes and it really brings out my green eyes. So I like using brown mascara. I'm on day 3 here. Well, when did I wash? I washed on Saturday morning. So this is day 2 using dry shampoo. And it's still pretty good, honestly. I will probably do my hair up tomorrow and then wash on Wednesday morning for work for the next couple days. And it'll be good. So, okay, bye guys. You can't see my face, but it's Tuesday. I am going to finally put pictures in these little ornaments that I got from TJ Maxx. I'm telling you, I am like the world's worst procrastinator with like little projects like this. I don't know what my problem is. I'm definitely the problem. So anyway, I made these little pictures from Canva. You can customize your size. So these are 2.5 by 2. So that's what I did for these pictures. And then I just put them on 4x6s so I can cut them out. So that is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's what they look like. These are just all the baby pictures. So we have Liam here, Brystal, and Rylea. And then I just wrote their birthdays on the back with a Sharpie. It didn't work very well because it was really like thick, but it's okay. It's the back of it. So yeah, these are really good quality. So if you can find these at your TJ Maxx, I highly recommend. I think they're really cute. So I'm gonna go put them on the tree.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child...
Okay, well, here's what they look like. It wasn't exactly a foolproof process. My peanut butter was too melted and my chocolate chips were not melted enough, but it's gonna be fine because my kids are gonna love them. So I'm just gonna put these in the fridge and let them harden up, and then when the kids get home from school, I'll let them have a couple. Good morning, you guys. So today is Wednesday. I just dropped the kids off at school, and right now I am headed to pick up groceries at Walmart. I just had to get like a few things to get us through the weekend, and I needed to really stock up on our snacks. So that's mainly what this grocery trip is. It's like $100 worth of snacks because my kids eat the crap out of snacks. It is what it is, where we're at in life right now. So I'm gonna pick up groceries. I need to get gas. I gotta go to the bank. And I think that's all I have to do in town. And then today I need to make my egg muffins for my work week, which is Thursday and Friday. And then I need to do a pantry restock, which I'll probably put in my grocery haul. And then what else? I have a ton of cleaning I need to get done today because Liam's birthday party is on Saturday and I want to make sure that my house is clean. So I will share that with you. There was something else. Oh, I'm gonna do a Christmas DIY project. I'm gonna do Christmas cone trees, which I'll show you. I just needed something to put like on my TV stand because I don't have anything to put there. So I just needed to put something. So yeah, we'll do that, and then yeah, just get my house in order for the next couple of days while I'm at work. So I went ahead and got groceries, so I am just unloading everything right now. I went ahead and filmed a grocery haul as well, which you should have already seen. So if you're interested in that haul, then go ahead and check out my previous videos. But now I'm going to get started on my egg muffins. So I have 6 muffin tins right here, or the silicone muffin holders, whatever you want to call them. I like using the silicone because it's easy to get them out instead of trying to fight with it. But I just have this cheese grater here. I'm going to shred up some sharp cheese. Shredding your own cheese is so much better than the bagged, especially with these egg muffins. So I'm just going to shred up a little bit of cheese, and then we will get started on our egg mixture.
As long as I spend this day with you, so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and crack some eggs. So I'm doing 6 muffins, so I'm going to do 6 eggs. I found that if you try and do more eggs, they just will not fit. So I'm going to go ahead and crack 6 eggs. I'm going to add some salt and pepper and a little bit of half and half. Mix this really well together and go ahead and put some cheese in the bottom of the silicone muffin molds. And then I will add the eggs on top, and then I'll top it with a little bit more cheese. And you're going to want to cook these at 375 for about 20 minutes. You want to watch them closely because it's easy to dry them out. So I usually cook mine just a couple minutes less than what you're supposed to, because I usually have them as meal prep. And then whenever you want to reheat them, you just put them in the microwave for about a minute. I usually do 2 at a time, and I cook them for a minute. And these turn out super juicy, and they're not dry, and they're a really good source of protein for breakfast. I usually have mine with a banana.
Place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate.
Now I'm going to go ahead and make my coffee. So that I've been loving making my coffee this way for quite some time now, and it's a lot cheaper too. So I just do a little bit of hot water in the bottom of my cup here, and then I do 2 tablespoons of the instant coffee crystals, and then 2 tablespoons of whatever cappuccino mix that you like. I have been using the English toffee, and it's really good. I did have the white caramel mocha the last time, and that was really good as well. And then I'll just add a little bit of creamer and fill the rest up with milk, and then I'll put some ice in it. And this coffee combination is so good. I love like sweeter coffees, so making coffee from a coffee pot is really not my cup of tea. So making it this way has been life-saving for me, and it saves me a ton of money. So here's what those look like when they came out. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and eat my breakfast, and then here I'm gonna change Riley. It was time for a diaper change and changing her clothes, so we are gonna go ahead and change her. And now she's in fresh clothes, and she is super happy. She loves being naked, and she is just getting so big. I am so in love with her. Third babies are just like a different kind of love, I feel like. But now we're going to go ahead and get started on cleaning. This was an all-day cleaning day for me. I started at like 10:30, and I did not stop until like 7. I just kept going, and I had the energy, and I wanted to take advantage of it. So I went ahead and got everything out of my fridge, and I just wanted to wipe it down. I did want to like rearrange my fridge, but my fridge just was not able to do much more than what we have here. So I just cleaned it up and wiped everything down. I didn't take everything out of it, but I did take the inside out and just made sure that it was clean. When we moved in, everything happened so quickly, and I did not get to clean out this fridge when we moved in, so it was definitely needed. So now I'm going to go ahead and wipe down all of my stainless steel appliances with the Wyman stainless steel cleaner and then just a rag. You don't need anything fancy for this. I love using the end dust as well. It smells really good, but I had this and I actually forgot that I had it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. And it's been a few days since I used it and my appliances are still super clean. So I really do like this. But I am not in love with stainless steel appliances. They look really nice whenever they are clean, but they get dirty so fast, especially with little kids. And where you pull the fridge open, it definitely gets dirty there very quickly. So if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely not buy stainless steel appliances, which I didn't buy these came with the house, but I really prefer black appliances. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on stainless steel. Cleaning these windows in my kitchen have been on my to-do list for quite some time. So I figured while I was at it, I might as well take a couple minutes and just clean them. I'm just using the Method window cleaner. This stuff smells so good, but I don't think it's the best at performing. So I'm just kind of trying to use it up. So my main focus for this day was getting the floors cleaned. It's been a while since I've swept and mopped the floors, and I'm really trying to keep up on this house and not let it get bad like my other house did. This house is a lot bigger. We went from 1,300 square feet to about 2,400 square feet. So it is a lot more to keep up with, but if I just take some time and just do it, it's not that bad. So I am just sweeping the kitchen and then I will mop the floors. I have been using my O-Cedar spin mop and I absolutely love it. It is kind of a lot to put together and deal with, but I do think it works really well. I also on this day decided to try putting some of the Downy Unstoppables in some hot water and just letting it dissolve, and it smelled so good, and it still smells good in my house. So if you can get your hands on the Downy Unstoppables, just throw like maybe half a cup in there. You don't need a whole lot, and they will just dissolve on their own. You just let them sit in some hot water and it smells so good. So moving on into the living room, I needed to sweep and mop in here as well. It's been a long time since I've done that. But this rug is so heavy and I needed to sweep under it. I knew that it had to be done, but it was so heavy. So yeah, I am just sweeping in here. I do like using my Dyson to do like quick sweeps, but it really needed a good sweep this time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my regular broom. So this house came with this giant jacuzzi tub. As you can see, it's huge. But I haven't cleaned it, but I was actually really surprised to see that it wasn't that bad. So the previous owners had really taken care of it, which I'm really happy with because it is a huge bathtub, really. It could fit 2 people easily. So I was just going to get that cleaned out. I just ran some water and then put some bleach in it and let the jacuzzi just kind of run. But I've been meaning to do this project for a long time. My drawers and my vanity, which you'll see in just a minute, are completely jam-packed, and I wanted to get the stuff off the counters just because it looks so cluttered, and clutter gives me anxiety. So I wanted to get them off of the counters, and it never occurred to me to put the products in the medicine cabinet. And then I literally walked in here the other day and I was like, Lindsay, what are you doing? You have all of this space. Utilize it. So that is what I did. I got everything off the counters and I just wiped them down. And then I'm going to organize the drawer in here as well and just do some decluttering. It was definitely a long overdue project. So not too long ago, my husband was in my closet and there was a shelf in here that had all of these clothes hanging on it, and it fell on top of him. It just had too much on it and the clothes are too heavy for the shelf itself, so it just fell. So I am finally getting all these clothes up off the floor. I'm going to declutter some of them and hang some of them back up. I'm actually going to take it out to the mudroom, which I did not show you, but I just put them somewhere else because the shelf is no longer in the closet and I just needed to get them up off the floor. I don't like things on the floor, clutter and everything. And I also needed to get my wedding dress. I don't think I showed it, but I ended up putting my wedding dress in a trash bag and kind of preserving it, which I should have done like 5 years ago when I got married, but you know, it was just one of them things that I just kept forgetting to do. So I cleaned up the closet, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my Dyson on the floors, and the cameraman there is actually Liam. He was helping me. It's a little crazy, but he wanted to help, so I let him help, and I was definitely running out of steam at this point, so I just wanted to use my Dyson on the floors, and then I did a real quick mop in here as well. This bathroom is huge, honestly. We have just a lot of space, and I don't know, it's a lot to clean, it's a lot to keep up with, but this day I was really happy that I had all this energy to get this stuff done. And lastly, I'm going to vacuum the hallway. I did end up vacuuming the kids' rooms as well, just because when you have the vacuum out and you have it plugged in, you might as well just get it done and do it all. So yeah, I went ahead and done everything. And also, this vacuum cleaner is literally the best vacuum cleaner ever. I love it so much. I can link it down below for you. It's a Shark, and it blows Dyson out of the water. Do not spend $500 on a Dyson. Go ahead and spend your $150 on this Shark, and you will not be sorry. I promise you that. Okay, so it is the end of Wednesday. I was so productive today. I didn't talk to the camera very much today, but I got so much done. My house is like the cleanest that it's ever been. I'm just trying to like keep my mind busy and just stay as busy as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you got some motivation, some entertainment, whatever it did for you. And I just realized that I did not do my Christmas DIY, so I guess that'll have to be the next vlog. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.